When I was first starting out in business, I had a lot of stress on. I did not manage it at all. My head was constantly racing. Like right when I wanted to wind down and go to bed, my head would just start up. It would just start going. And it was the worst thing ever. And I'll tell you why it was bad is because I was already tired because I've been working big days. I've been punching, 12-hour days pretty consistently. And I've been doing that day in, day out, 5 to 7 days a week. And the stress just kept mounting up and mounting up and mounting up. And my head just wouldn't shut the up before I wanted to sleep, and it would keep me up at night. I didn't have a whole lot of time to sleep because I was running the business, spending time with Soph, and then on top of that trying to lift and train and stay somewhat jacked in the process. My head would just keep going. When it was time to sleep, it just wouldn't shut off. I'd do anything. I'd try and watching TV. I'd watch like mindless TV shows, like had that sort of stuff going on, put on podcasts, tried binaural beats, all these things to try and distract me. But the issue was they just didn't work because I'd wake up in the middle of the night thinking. I'd just be thinking all the time. And by the time that my alarm went off between 4 and 6 a.m. in the morning, I felt like I'd slept for 2 minutes, and I woke up tired, I woke up groggy, I woke up grumpy, and I just didn't feel good. And I lived like this for a really, really long time. I was ineffective in literally everything that I do. I'd take twice as long. And the irony out of this is that I was punching long days to get more stuff done, but the longer that I worked, the less effective I was, and that meant that I need to work longer just to maintain some baseline level of efficiency. If we can't turn our head off before we go to sleep, everything goes to shit. Our ability to socialize goes to shit. My relationship with Soph really, really suffered because I just wasn't present there for her. She could tell that my head was always running around when it was time for us and we'd go out on date nights, or even when we'd just be hanging around home, even watching TV. She could tell that my mind was somewhere else. And I don't know if you've ever been in a relationship like that, but it's not really fun because it makes the person who is present and is actually being there and supporting the person who's stressed out, makes them feel like they're almost not worth it. Makes them feel like their attention isn't significant to their partner, and it's a really, really damaging thing. And on top of that too, I just wasn't getting the work done in the quality that I should have had it. I was always foggy, I couldn't remember things. It had a whole lot of impacts, and it just kept smacking me down, smacking me down, smacking me down. And so that's when I was like, enough's enough. Like I'm literally working 12 hours a day and I'm getting 6 hours of productive work done. My relationship isn't as healthy as what it should be because I'm being a prick. She's awesome. I'm being a prick. I'm not paying attention to her. I'm not giving her the quality time that she needs and she deserves. I'm not functioning sexually as well as what I should have. I'm not functioning physically as well. I'm getting smaller. I'm getting fatter. All this sort of stuff just started continually just like rolling up. And I was like, no more. I'm not going to do this crap anymore. And so that's when I decided to go out and fix it. And the way that I fix it is this. Whenever we look at our head not being able to turn off, it's because our nervous system isn't working. When I'm talking about the nervous system, I'm referring specifically to the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system is like our fight or flight nervous system. It's the one which, let's go back to caveman days, where a caveman's walking through the grass and a saber-toothed tiger jumps out. The caveman then either goes and punches the saber-toothed tiger in the face or just turns, shits himself and runs, right? The rest and digest part of the nervous system, which is where we're just going to be slowing down and chilling out and eating our food, is when we're sitting back and we're relaxed and we're just super, super chilled out. What happens is when we start getting stressed, that sympathetic part of the autonomic nervous system starts getting really, really ramped up and running really, really fast. And the effects of this are that our head will start racing, we'll constantly be anxious, and we won't be able to sleep well. So if this sounds like you at all, if you have any of the same problems that I had, where our head just won't turn off and won't shut the up, what we need to do is we need to focus on the nervous system and shift from fight or flight and shift into rest and digest. So how can you do this? Well, here are 3 really easy steps to take. Number 1, learn about breath work. You need to understand how to do breath work. I'll get our design girls to chuck in the link below, in the comment in the section below, access to our breath work course that you guys can get totally for free. So go through and learn how to do breath work, because our breath will actually control our state of being, and it can shift us from a sympathetic to a parasympathetic state, and equally from a parasympathetic to a sympathetic state. That's the first one. Second thing after that is make sure that we're setting boundaries. Working 14 plus hours a day is not going to be efficient, not going to be effective. Instead of focusing on putting in as many hours as possible, focus on putting in as many productive hours as possible into whatever it is that you're doing, be it relationships, be it work, be it lifting, trying to get jacked, playing sport, whatever whatever it is that you do. Focus on efficiency and effectiveness. Make sure that you're maximally efficient and effective, and put boundaries around this. I will switch my phone off at 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. I won't start work till 9 a.m. We need to set these boundaries for ourselves so that we know that we're focusing within a constrained time and we're maximizing our efficiency and our effectiveness within those times. And then the third thing after this is to prioritize our health. I let my health slip multiple times. I'm a health coach and I let my health slip. It happens to everyone. We get this idea that if I work more, if I lift more, if I exercise more, if I put more time into my relationship, everything's going to be great. But it cannot be at the expense of us. We always need to look after ourselves first. And this is my favorite example. When you're in a plane, they always tell you that if this plane goes down and the little oxygen masks drop out, put yours on first before you put it on the people around you. You need to make sure that you're looked after first, and then you can start to serve everybody else around you. I hope this helps you guys. If you want access to the Breathwork course, click the link below and we'll hook you up.
I hope you enjoyed the video. If you got something out of it and you want to learn more, click the link below or type in High Performance Conversations with James Can and you'll be able to check out all the podcasts that we've done. We cover a stack of different topics, everything from getting your mojo back, overcoming anxiety, self-doubt, self-esteem, and learning from some of the industries and some of the world's top performers in both business and in health. Look forward to having you on there.